everyone, I'm Lauren Singer from Trash is for Tossers, and I'm here with
Meika, co-founder of Sustain, the first brand of fair trade, non-toxic condoms.
And we're here today because Meika and I have known each other for a while, and we've talked about her company before. And we started talking about, what's in condoms and where do they come from and the ethics around sexual health. And she brought up this topic of nitrosamines, which is a chemical that I didn't know anything about. And when she started telling me more and more about it, I was really intrigued that this wasn't a conversation that was more widespread and something that people weren't talking about more. So I wanted to introduce you guys to the topic of nitrosamines and have Meika, the expert, explain exactly what they are. So Meika, what are nitrosamines?
Such a fun word, right?
Nitrosamines.
So I actually didn't really know about nitrosamines either before starting Sustain. I didn't really think about them or know about them, but when we were, looking at how condoms are formulated, so with any latex product, when you're heating and molding latex, so just to give you like a really fun image, when you're like molding the latex on,
When you're molding
what
the
you
latex.
would exactly, when you're heating and molding the latex, a chemical reaction occurs, and the nitrosamine occurs in the latex. So nitrosamines aren't something that people are adding to the manufacturing process, but they do occur as a reaction of heating and molding the latex. So what you need to do to prevent nitrosamines from occurring in the latex is add a chemical that's totally safe and non-toxic to the manufacturing process to prevent the nitrosamines from occurring.
Okay.
It's a little complicated.
So it's not something that people are actually putting in condoms,
Right.
but it's something that companies can easily take out of condoms.
Right, so it's about it's like, I can't even, a quarter of a cent more per condom to add this chemical to the manufacturing process. It's not expensive. People know about this process, it exists. We're one of 2 brands actually that have no nitrosamines in our latex, but it's.
Wait, so one of 2 brands, but there are lots of condom companies out there, right?
There's a few.
So I'm confused. So there are 2 brands that currently don't have nitrosamines, but we know that nitrosamines are bad. Why are other condom companies removing them if it's so inexpensive?
Well, it's just like an extra step, right? And I think it really goes back to like the consumer's right to know. So if you don't even know if you don't have ingredient transparency in the condom industry, which you don't, I mean, FemCare, tampons, they're not even required to list all of their ingredients on their boxes, certainly not the case in condoms. Why would we demand that they're removed?
So repeat again, what's the problem with nitrosamines? Why are they bad?
So the problem with nitrosamines, it's a carcinogen that occurs and gets stored in the latex, and then when you're having sex, it actually gets released from the latex and absorbed into your body.
So if companies aren't actively removing nitrosamines from condoms, we're actually exposing ourselves to a cancer-causing chemical.
Correct.
Okay, that's scary. I don't understand why more people aren't removing it.
Well, and I think that, what's really important about this conversation, which you and I have talked about before, is we're not saying don't use condoms.
Yeah,
that's definitely,
we need to
it's
protect
always
ourselves.
better to use a condom than even to use a nitrosamine condom. But there's options out there that don't have nitrosamines, and I think most importantly, we just deserve to know what's in our product.
Like Sustain condoms.
Yeah. But you were asking me also about what other products are nitrosamines in.
So something that I was thinking about, and I had this question before, was that condoms aren't the only product made with latex. There are other products too. I know there's some baby products that are produced with rubber and latex.
Right.
Are there nitrosamines in those products?
So the interesting thing is the FDA has required regulation and has regulated certain other latex products. So pacifiers, for example, there's a nitrosamine level that they need to be below. In Europe, nitrosamines are regulated in condoms. So it's just something that we haven't done. There are products out there that are latex that don't have nitrosamines because people have gotten concerned about this issue. The World Health Organization thinks that nitrosamines should definitely be regulated in condoms, but consumers just don't know about it yet.
So nitrosamines are a known carcinogen that condom companies can actively and pretty easily and inexpensively remove from their products. Is there any way that me as a consumer that I can ask condom companies to actually take action and remove these nitrosamines? Like, what can I do as an individual?
So on takepart.com, there's a petition legislation about getting the FDA to regulate the nitrosamine levels in condoms. This organization called Reproductive Healthcare Technologies Group wrote a report that we were also involved with in just looking at the nitrosamine levels in condoms across all US brands, how that impacts your body when you're exposed to those condoms. And there are companies out there that have actively said, you know, we want to join this dialogue, we want to work towards removing nitrosamines from our products, and that's the most important thing for us, right? Obviously, Sustain was created to be the safest, healthiest condom out there, but it's important to get other brands to follow suit.
We want to empower them, not condemn them.
Exactly.
Right. So all condom companies should be doing this, and I think it's great that Meika pointed out this shouldn't deter us from using condoms. There's nothing less sustainable than an unplanned pregnancy or an unwanted STD, and people ask me all the time, you know, living a zero waste lifestyle, do you use condoms? And I say, if I'm with a new partner and they haven't been tested, I always suggest using protection. It's great to protect yourself, but you have to be a conscious consumer. You have to know the brands that you're buying from, know the products that you're using, and take some time to learn about what's in the products that you're using, because we want to actively put the best products on our body and in our body. So I always recommend just being a conscious consumer and knowing the people that are making your products. I feel confident using Sustain condoms because I know Meika and I know the integrity of the products that they're making. So it's just great to be a conscious consumer and know what it is you're using.
Totally. Empower consumers everywhere. And I'm really, you know, I think your interest in this topic is so important, and I'm so happy that Lauren asked me to have this conversation with her.
Me too. So what you can do is educate yourself, know what's in the products that you're using.
Yep.
Head to takepart.com, and I'll post the link after on my Facebook page for the petition, so you can actually demand that condom companies are more transparent about the ingredients that they're using in their products, and that we can help hopefully encourage more companies to remove nitrosamines from their products. And we will take questions now if anyone has any. But
we can.
We can.
Well, you can hand me the computer.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
pretty cash.
We're really casual here at this
Facebook
room.
Live. Yeah,
So,
if you have any questions, you can write them in now, or we'll take questions after. Let's see.
do we have any questions?
Seems like we
No.
don't have any questions yet. Wow, this is really crazy. All right, we're just watching ourselves live on the computer, and thank you guys for joining us, and continue to post comments, questions. Oh, we're getting some comments now. Thank
Some
you.
thumbs upping happening.
Yes, and just stay tuned for more to come from Meika